What is it like to hear the voice of God? I suppose it's rare these days to hear him audibly, although many in the Bible did. Moses heard him speak. He spoke in thunder and lightning. Ezekiel heard him in a still, small voice. Many heard the voice of God through his prophets or through angels, just like in the case of the birth of Jesus. What is it like to hear his voice today? Is it that nudge telling you to call a friend, to walk this way instead of that way? What if just one person heard the voice of God, but then someone else heard the voice of God, and someone else heard the voice of God, until all our voices came together as a result of hearing his voice? Just a moment ago, we heard briefly from Oliver. Oliver lives in a small town where everybody is your neighbor, and at Christmas time, all the lights and decorations come out in full force. We're going to take a look at the lives of a few people in Oliver's neighborhood as they prepare for Christmas. And we'll also visit the events that led up to that moment you just witnessed with Oliver. The small town of Marco was all aglow in preparation for the onset of the Christmas season. It looked like a replica of Whoville with its festive lights and ornaments, and just like something out of an old-fashioned Christmas novel, many of the townspeople were busy baking, shopping, and decorating. While the Birch family matriarch was busily engaged in all of the above, the annual tradition of the remainder of the household was to head out to their family cabin to take in the beautiful sights and aromas of the surrounding forest and eventually cut down their Christmas tree before heading back home on Christmas Eve. So that's exactly what Gary and his children, Addie and Frankie, set out to do. While most of the Birch's neighbors had their trees up long before, the tradition for this little family was to haul it in on Christmas Eve, just like people did in the early 1900s. Then spend a warm and cozy evening together putting the ornaments and lights on their prize. Sleep would come eventually, and then, before you know it, so would Christmas Day.
Dad, I know we're going to get a tree for home, but do we have any decorations here at the cabin?
Actually, we do. Why don't you check that closet over there?
Here's a box of stuff. This one looks like sports stuff.
I found a decoration.
I'll go see if there's anything else. Dad, who's this?
Oh, that's your long-lost sister. Haven't I told you about her? Actually, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty cool story. Why don't you come over here and I'll tell you. This is a friend of your mother's and I. Her name is Mira. She's from Romania.
Gary went on to describe how much fun it was to pack a box for Operation Christmas Child, and how they decided to choose a girl in the 10 to 14 age range, hoping they could become pen pals. Sure enough, it worked. The couple began a long-term correspondence relationship with Mira, eventually finding out that Mira was a twin. Let's pretend for a moment that these two are speaking Romanian.
Hey Mira, can you do these? Someone cared enough about us to get us these wonderful things. I got a stuffed animal, a doll, a Rubik's Cube, and a bow. What did you get? I got a teddy bear, bow, crayons, and stickers. Oh, look at this. I got a letter. I think it's from America. Let's go find Miss Nadia and see if she can read it to us.
It's pretty cool what they do with this Operation Christmas Child. First, they invite every kid in the neighborhood to a church party, and the kids arrive and they don't even know that they're going to receive gifts until they get there. And many of these kids have never gotten a gift before in their life.
Never?
you guys still write to each other?
Unfortunately, no. The last few letters we wrote to Mira came back, and I'm not sure what happened with it, but then your mother and I moved to Marca to raise a family, and I don't think there's any way for her to track us down and find out where we are. Why don't you guys take this home and see if there's an app or some way on social media that you can track her down. But in the meantime, let's go find a tree before it gets too dark.
While the Birches carried out their Christmas tradition, Oliver was hoping to start a Christmas tradition of his own. When Oliver was at the local church for vacation Bible school over the summer, he met many wonderful people. The children's pastor even helped Oliver understand what it meant to be a follower of Jesus. And ever since that day, Oliver has tried to get his mom to go to church with him. He figured it would be the best Christmas ever if she'd just join him for church.
Oliver, where are you?
I'm getting ready for church, Mom.
Church? How do you think you're getting there?
2 ladies from church said that they would pick me up at 9 o'clock. You can come with me, you know.
Oh, honey, you know I'm too busy for that. Oh, it sounds like somebody's here. Oh, it's Caleb and Mia. Hey guys, how are ya?
I'm good, how are you?
Not too bad. I see you got the little sister today.
Well, yes and no. Our parents are out of town, so I've been watching her. And I totally forgot. I told some friends I was going to go help them move. So I was wondering if you could do a favor for me. Could she hang out with Oliver tonight?
Yeah, that's okay with me. He's going to some church thing, if that's okay with you.
That's perfectly fine with me.
Oliver, okay with you?
Yeah.
All right, come on, Mia. All right.
Good night.
Good night. Just text me later.
Will do.
Oh, I think they're here, Oliver. Hi.
Hi, Dorothy.
Hi, Dorothy. I'm Julie. Hi, Marie. Nice to meet you. Oliver's all ready to go with you. I've never seen a kid so into church. I hated it when I was his age.
Hey, you ought to try it. It's different now. I mean, there's a lot of projects to do. There's a lot of things that you can do with your son and all the other kids. You ought to try it. You might like it.
I'm too busy, thanks. You know, all the shopping and the baking and the wrapping, all that. But I do have another writer for you. This is Mia.
Hi, Mia.
Can they go along with you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the more the merrier.
All right. You guys have fun. I'll see you later.
Okay, good.
Bye.
Bye.
On the other side of the town of Marca, you could find the courthouse and the municipal building. 2 of Marca's finest were on duty, but there wasn't a whole lot of activity today.
So, Rosie, what are you doing for Christmas this year?
Oh, I'm so excited. My kids and my grandkids are coming from New York, my house, and they're coming tomorrow, and they're going to stay 2 weeks with me. I can't wait to show them what a small town Christmas is really like. I'm so excited to help them do that. I think they need to slow down.
Well, as for me, I'll be stuck right here. I got stuck working Christmas Eve and Christmas Day again this year. What about you, Sophia?
I'm actually off Christmas Day. My sister's coming to town, but I do work Christmas Eve though, so I guess it's you and me, right?
Well, fortunately it is like Mayberry around here, and hopefully we won't have much to do. Let me help you with these decorations.
Sure. Yeah, help me put them up before we get another call.
In the tiny town of Marca, crime wasn't a big problem, but Marca wasn't without its troublemakers either. We'll find that out soon enough. Meanwhile, over at the church, children's pastor Michael Andrews was about to teach the children about the many ways they could help others during the holiday season. But first, the question every child gets asked at this time of year.
What would you guys like for Christmas? Mia?
A puppy.
Oliver?
I don't know this at home, but I think what I really want for Christmas is for my mom to come to church.
I think that's a great idea. How would you two like to be in our Christmas play?
Yeah, and I can even get my mom to come. Could I be a wise man?
You sure can. Now these ladies will show you guys how to pack Operation Christmas Job boxes.
Hey, Pastor, Can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, sure, what's up?
Oliver began to explain to the pastor how he's been praying a lot ever since he came to church the first time. He knows God hears him, and he knows God answers him. But all he really wants is for his mom to come to church and to know how great Jesus really is. He explains how he left a Bible on the table in the living room, but he doesn't think she has seen it yet. So Pastor Andrews and Oliver pray that Julie will see it, and maybe even read it. As Julie searches for her car keys so she can get that shopping done before the kids get home, there it is, just looking up at her.
My sheep hear my voice. I call them and they follow me. Well, Oliver is always saying he's hearing from God.
The little town of Marco was beginning to look a lot like Christmas. People were decorating and shopping and cutting down Christmas trees, and the little church was getting ready for one of its most important services. When Christmas Eve finally rolled around, one would think all was well with the world. But there was a group of friends that just couldn't let a time of peace and happiness go undisturbed.
All right, you Picasso wannabes, march on in here.
Well, what do we have here?
Seems like these three had their own idea of what to do for Christmas. The evidence.
Haven't we brought you three in for tagging before?
That's right. I seem to remember the pleading and the begging. We'll never do it again. Please let us go.
They started it. I was just along for the ride. What? We were bored.
You were bored on Christmas Eve?
Like we had anything else to do?
Well, I've got just the thing. This place is a mess. We can clean on Christmas Eve. How about you sweep the floors, and you dust the cell, and you clean the windows. Hello. Oh, hi. Hi. What can we do for you?
It's my sister.
Hi.
Hi.
Wait a minute. I see the resemblance now. Who's older?
I am, by 1 minute. We're twins. I thought you guys might be hungry. I know you love donuts.
Donuts! Great! Another perfect family on a happy Christmas.
All right, girls, come on over here. Come on. Why don't you tell us what's going on?
You really want to know? Well, my parents went out to party last night and still haven't come home. Just like they do every Christmas, and as a matter of fact, just like they do every weekend.
Yeah, Anna and I are in foster home number 7, and we're so over it. Christmas just makes everything harder.
All right, why don't we make some calls and figure out what to do with you three this night? I would hate for you to have to spend Christmas Eve here.
Guys, Christmas doesn't always work out perfectly for everyone. I mean, when we were growing up in poverty when we were 13, that's how old we were when we got Christmas gifts. 13. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Mira.
All right,
Be
love
safe.
Well, you heard that, didn't you? Mira and Sophia, twins from Romania. It didn't really matter how the girls got to the little town of Marca in the United States, all the way from Romania. What mattered was that a grand reunion was about to occur. But not before that Christmas Eve took an even more bizarre turn. The little girl that went to church with Oliver, Mia, was missing. Everyone heard the call, first on the police scanner, followed by announcements on radio and even television. It was time for the community to come together.
That poor Birch girl, honey.
Mom, Mia loves dogs, and one of the ladies at church said that her dog gets out all the time and runs into the woods.
Okay, listen, when your dad gets home in the car, we'll take it over to the police station and you can tell them what you think you know, okay? Oh, what about the Christmas play?
But Mom, we need to find her. And I think I might know where she is.
That's my cousin's kid, Mia. She could be out here somewhere.
You should go look. She likes Christmas trees. Every tree out here looks like a Christmas tree.
Well, where did we go when we were away? Behind the depot? The tunnels? The woods?
We need to organize a search party.
I don't want to leave until she's found.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm putting a sign up that says the play is canceled. We need to find this girl. God, you know where she is. Please show us.
Just one voice singing in the darkness. All it takes is one voice singing so they hear what's on your mind. And when you look around, you'll find
Oliver, it's time to go.
voice singing in the darkness, joining with that one voice. Each and every note another octave, hands are joined in fierce unlocked with only one voice. When started on its own, we need just one voice, facing the unknown, and then that one voice would never be alone. It takes that one voice.
This is the sound of one voice, one spirit, one voice. The sound of one who makes a choice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of voices too. The sound of me singing with you, helping each other to make it through. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices three, singing together in harmony, surrendering to the mystery. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of all of us, singing with love and a will to trust. Leave the rest behind and we'll turn to dust. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of all of us.
Now let's just stop right here for one moment and observe. The residents of the tiny town of Marca were now putting their voices together, so to speak, to try to figure out what exactly had happened to Mia. And it was God's voice that revealed to each one the very things they needed to contribute their piece of the puzzle. Oliver was aware of how much Mia loved dogs and how she would be likely to chase a dog she saw running off. Julie was realizing that God leads through His Word, and lately through her son, so she would take him to the authorities to share his testimony. The troubled girls knew all the places around town that made it easy to disappear. The pastor knew that his best resource was to pray. The Birch family, since they were related to Mia, knew all about her love for Christmas trees. Catherine and Sophia were always in tune with anything and anyone who might be able to help them in their rescue efforts. And let's not forget, Sophia, along with her sister Mira, were keenly aware of what it feels like to be rescued. In their case, being told about the love of Jesus and finding that He was the one who would be their ultimate Redeemer. As each person found their voice, it became very clear.
She's in the woods!
This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound
that's the wrong one.
Wait, this is my sister, Mira.
Sophia? Mira?
When you listen to God's voice, it may just lead you to share the love of Jesus the Savior, who might just rescue a couple of needy young girls, who then might just rescue a relative of the person who shared Jesus with those needy girls in the first place. Just another small part of many voices becoming one. The main lesson in all this? Listen to the one voice that really matters most. Then be one voice for Him. Well, it was a terrific night for the town of Marka. They found Mia, and I think they found a little closer sense of community with one another as well. Well, after all the excitement began to die down a little bit, the pastor realized, you know what, there is still time to make that nativity play happen. After all, Oliver needed to do that wise man part, right? And Julie really needed to see him do it. So the townspeople went from the police station to the church to witness yet another example of what happened when God spoke.
Thank you.